We move on to the next episode, and it's just exposition, no action.
This is where we find that no one knows how to drive that ship besides Cass, and they're trying to figure out what to do. They don't want Cass to drive the ship.
Well, they're wanting him to train that lady, but they shoot her. Well, no, that happened in the last episode. This one, we find out that she's totally gone. That's it, because it starts off with them on that planet.
Well, they're searching for her.
Yeah, they're searching for each team, each side is looking for their person. They got shot, and then they find out that something else is stalking them because all they find is the boot with a
Yeah,
foot in
yeah.
it.
Which I thought was gonna be the spiders from the Gormans at first. Like, is that the pink fucking spiders?
Well, no, because for
I
one,
was
those
like, no, it's
spiders
not.
aren't that big, but it's a totally different planet.
We learned that Deidre wants no part of the Gormans. She wants that access. Is it
Axis.
access? Yeah,
She
whatever.
wants Project Axis,
Yeah, that's what she
but
wants.
that's drug on too long. So, yeah, since it was pretty much her boss tells her since it was offered to her, that's what she's doing.
Yeah. Yeah,
Because
she's like, you don't really have a choice.
Krennic is meeting directly with the Emperor. So if Krennic says you got the job, yeah, there's no backing out.
Yeah.
Because I think she knows it's going to turn bad and she doesn't want to be a part of it. But unfortunately, looks like her name's going to be written all over this thing. Go back to the wedding, and Luthen's still wanting to get an update about Cassian, and nobody's heard from him, but they know that he got away cleanly.
Somehow he got away cleanly.
Yeah, without knowing how to fly the damn thing at all.
Yeah, when he's like running into the sides of mountains, I'm like, how is this thing still flying?
Oh, no shit. Yeah.
Earlier, we see Cyril, and he is now the manager. Like, whenever he first came in, now he's the guy who's showing people where what they do, and he's so proud of himself, so proud of his job. He tells this new guy what he did to get ahead, and you can just see in his face is how confident he is now compared to what Andor did to him, or I'm sorry, what Cassian did to him.
Yeah, he was broken in the first season.
Big
Yeah,
time, big time
he's
broken.
he found smugglers, people stealing from the Empire, so now he's got a promotion, so yeah, he's got some confidence back. And then we find out that him and Deidre are together, living together now.
That's also why he's so confident. He's finally getting laid. It's the first time he's ever gotten laid. So like, I'm a man now for good.
Until his mama shows back up, and then he's
Until his mama shows up. Jesus, that was hilarious, man. That was so funny.
yeah, and we find out that they're getting ready for a dinner with his mother.
Yeah,
She's
there's a
coming
dinner.
over.
And
And
I
I
had to
guess
guess.
getting
I'm like, it's gonna be his
introduced to
mom.
Deidre. This is the
Yeah.
introduction dinner.
Yes, it was so awesome. But we go back to Bix, and they're about to get like audited or questioned. Like the Empire's coming down, check on everything, and they're trying to prepare, like trying to figure out if they're gonna go, if they're gonna be okay.
Yeah,
What's
whether they
gonna
need
happen.
to shelter in place or get off planet to avoid them. But they're saying the people that run are getting caught.
And
So they're trying to
when the
figure
LT
out exactly where they're going to show up next.
when the lieutenant shows up, definitely hits on Bix and like asks her out for dinner. And you can tell just by looking at this guy, he's a little off. Like
He's fucking swarmy.
he came off real nice and real creepy, real that he had the whole creepy vibe going for him. So
And
I kind of knew where that was going.
I think he's going to divide some fandom.
But whenever he's talking to Bix, I thought she was gonna kind of lose it, because we had earlier in the episode she wakes up from a dream and she's freaking out. She still has that trauma for whenever they were torturing her. So I really wasn't sure if she was gonna be able to hold it together, but she was able to. And we go back to Mon Mothma, and we learn that Tay is losing it. He's kind of freaking out because he lost such a large investment.
Well, yeah, he's lost money. He's lost his wife. He's got shit falling apart. He's risked everything, but we also do find out that the foundation's in place, so that means that Mon is covered.
Yeah,
Her
she's good now.
back channel funding of the rebellion's not gonna get found out. He also takes that time to try to shake down the rebellion.
Yes, 'cause he blames the rebellion for his shortcomings, I guess, because he said it was because of them. Whatever they did, he lost that big investment.
Well, this is not that. He's just trying to take advantage of the situation. He don't really care about that, but he sees he's in a position to where he could make some financial gain since he has had a little bad luck because of the rebels. Once Luthen finds out about it, that pisses him off, and I even asked Mon, "If I wasn't here, would you have told me about it?"
And she's like, "Of course I would've." We both know she probably wouldn't have.
And we all know how Luthen takes care of business, so
Yes, yes, we do.
and then Tay getting drunk and having to be taken home by other people. Loose lips sink ships, so Luthen Luthen knows what has to be done.
Then we go back to Cass, and they're all fighting, and they're about to do some kinda challenge.
Well, they're
Yeah,
trying to decide who's gonna lead and whatnot, and then, yeah, they say it's gonna be that and they have such a build up, and then you find out that this challenge that they do to see who's gonna win is basically their version of paper, rock, scissors.
which I thought was pretty funny. I laughed my ass off whenever they did that because 'cause I'm expecting, like, some, like, Russian roulette shit or, something cool. They're like, "No, here we go, paper, rock, scissors," and I swear they're doing, like when they put the elbow down, that's like the grenade of paper, rock, scissors. I just thought that was too
Okay.
funny.
Yeah, it was kind of comical, but then it just pissed me off because I'm like, why are we dealing with this bullshit?
Exactly, that's how I
I want
felt as
I want some
also.
fucking action. Uh, at that point, Cassian's whole story just seems just asinine. Yeah, he stole the
Yeah,
thing, now he's stuck and dealing with these fucking idiots, really?
yeah, yeah. That's the part that upset me because he after he escapes, after they play this game, I said to myself, like, "Why do we spend 2 episodes with these guys?"
Yeah, it was a
It
lot
didn't
of
make any
wasted
sense.
time, and especially being the titular character, he should have had a more relevant story during that span, in my opinion, but
Guess they had
yeah,
to find a
during that, he's able to get a blaster that was hidden in the ship and escapes the one guy that's washing them, ties him up, and then sneaks around back to get to the TIE Avenger. And then by the time they realize what the fuck's going on, it's too late. And then as he's leaving, that beast that was stalking him jumps out. So are they screwed? Are they gone? Who knows? But when he leaves, this is what I was saying earlier. You probably don't recognize it, but when he's leaving, those are the temples that are on Yavin 4, which Yavin 4 ends up being the base for the rebels.
Ah, okay. Cool. Yeah.
That's where they
Cool.
had in the very first Star Wars, at the end, that's where they had the ceremony and Luke and, Han
Oh,
got their
really? Oh,
medals.
okay.
Yeah, was on
Okay.
Yavin 4.
Tying it all together. It's kinda like, kinda like poetry.
Yeah, it's like poetry, sort of they rhyme.
We got a lot of information from the wedding, but that was about it. The rest of it was just ho-hum. It was just
Yeah.
kind of filler with Bix and Brasso. All of Andor was complete filler and time waste, in my opinion. It was okay, because we do learn so much about what Tay's doing. What we can see, well, if you have any clue, you can see exactly what Luthen's gonna do.
Anyways, guys, that is our take. Will it pick up? Is it gonna be as good as the first season? Only time will tell, but I really, really hope so because I am really looking forward to the rest of the season. So, thanks for checking us out. Check you next time.